Hey guys, want to welcome everyone back to Texas Silver. We have a cold front coming through right now, and I've been meaning to do this for a while, and I guess I've probably put it off too long. I've just had so much going on. But I'm going to start working on a project for the goats. I'm going to make their house. And I know a lot of these videos you probably watch, and I have like piles of wood and probably looks like garbage to y'all laying all over the place, but it's actually stuff that I've been holding on to because I know some of it is probably trash, and as I start using this stuff up, I'll get rid of it. But a lot of times I'll hold on to scrap wood, scrap metal, as I'm doing projects and stuff around the house, because that wood or that metal, a lot of times you can repurpose. So I know probably a lot of y'all saw this, but there used to be kind of like a gazebo looking thing that was goats are crying over here. There used to be over by the tank or the pond, whatever you want to call it. There used to be kind of like a gazebo looking thing. I went ahead and moved it away from the tank. I have it over here next to one of my garages. And the plan for that is I'm going to repurpose it. Some of the roof is rotted out, but I'm going to knock all the shingles off of it. And then I've got I replaced some siding on the house, and I replaced it with some hardy plank. So I'm going to reuse, some of the wood was rotted out, but a lot of it's still good. So I'm going to repurpose that. And there's a lot of other 4x4s and 2x4s from different things that I've taken apart, done some work on the house, whatever, and I'm going to repurpose that. Hopefully I won't have to buy any supplies. I have a feeling I might have to buy a couple things. Obviously I got to buy shingles. I don't have those laying around, but I'm going to re-shingle this thing. But the point that I guess I'm getting at is, this is another way to save money. So instead of just, tossing everything you have, see if you can repurpose it. And I think it'll be pretty good looking. But anyway, so I moved it with a skid steer, and it's over here. That part was rotted out there, and then I have all the other pieces. And I'm going to walk the property and start gathering some of the other materials that I've been stacking different places. And I'm going to go ahead and build them this goat house. So the deal with goats is they don't necessarily, I guess it depends on where you're at. Here, they're probably okay unless we have another winter storm. But they just need to be somewhere where they can get shelter and have a wind block. They don't really need the heat lamp. I do have a heat lamp right now going for Bouncer just because he's so new. But probably in a couple days, he won't even really need that. And he probably gets a lot of his warmth from his mom. But I'm going to show you all the progress and, as I work on this thing. But again, this is it right now. So it's just the roof. The roof had a good frame to it. But some of the, plywood on the top is kind of rotted out. So I'm going to bust all the shingles off, replace the bad parts, and re-shingle. And I've never shingled anything, so this will be a learning experience for me. But I've watched some YouTube videos, and I don't think it's that difficult. But okay, so I've run my mouth enough. But I appreciate everyone being here. I appreciate all the likes, all the shares, all the comments. Y'all are awesome, and I will keep y'all updated on this. And also comment below. And I guess let me find all this material. Okay, so I just have different piles around the property of just different stuff that I've had that I've taken down. Some of these boards came off of the pier when they started to warp or whatever. And then I have some of this wood, so I'm going to use probably some of this stuff. Okay, here's some of the pieces that used to be attached to it. I can probably salvage some of that, but I'm going to have to get this thing lifted up and see what I have going on. I also need to bust these shingles off. I know that side's rotted. I think the corners or the sides may be okay, but here's another thing. So I'm gonna have to replace this piece as well. All right, so this wood right here, this was the stuff that was the siding on the house. As you can see, there's some parts that are rotted out or whatever, but for the most part 90% of it's good. So I'll just use the pieces to do the outsides of it and replace what I need to patch on the roof. and gentlemen. I'm obviously always about smarter, not harder. So I got that bad boy back there to do all the heavy lifting. But all these timbers I just found on my place, some of the ends are rotted out. Actually, most of them are, but they're really sturdy. I guess they're like a 4x4 on crack, but they used to be around some, I think some raised garden beds or something, but I'm going to repurpose them and I'm going to use those and build the framework for this goat house. So, whew, I'm already burning up. All this running around the property and lifting all that. Good thing I do have the skid steer to do the heavy lifting. And that's another thing. If you do have property, I would highly recommend having one of these. They are priceless. They are lifesavers for sure. I use my skid steer constantly. But I guess I need to do some measuring and figure out this framework. And I will keep showing y'all as I make progress. Thanks for sticking with me. Okay, so today I managed to have the day off from work, and it is beautiful. Man, the new baby goats are going crazy over there. But so beautiful day today. I don't know the temperature. It's probably 60. It's still cool, but the sun is out and just beautiful, clear day. Anyways, so that's what I've been working on. I finally got all the tar paper and all the old shingles off of this. I'll show y'all what I have in a second. But then I need to patch a couple places on the roof. And so then this will be the roof to the goat house. I wasn't sure what it was looking like, but it looks like there's a little bit of rot, but for the most part, I think everything is solid. So I think I can just replace these two pieces and I'm gonna be good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you where we're at right now. All right, so this section right here and this section is what I'm gonna replace. And then I'm gonna have to figure out the framework. But that's what we're looking at so far. Okay, so over the past 3 or 4 days, I've been pecking away at this, I guess lack of a better term. But I have all the siding on, and I just, with the skid steer, put the frame onto the base where I'm gonna have it. So I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all have a look at it. But I put it up on that concrete pad, and during the day, obviously I'll give y'all some better video of what it looks like. The roof I haven't gotten to yet. I got all the tar paper and all the old shingles off. I'm just gonna have to re-shingle it, but I will go over everything when I get some sunlight. Right now I'm using the skid steer. Like I said, this thing is a lifesaver, and if you have any type of property, you need some sort of tractor or some sort of implement like this, this thing's invaluable to me. There's no way I could have moved this thing. It probably weighs probably 700-800 pounds, who knows, but there would have been no way for me to do it. But anyways, I will show y'all more tomorrow. I'm gonna try and finish it tomorrow, at least get a lot done with it. Okay, so yesterday, me and my daughter worked on the Goatel.
We?
Yeah, well, you painted, didn't you?
Yeah.
So that's we. Unless I don't have a mouse in my pocket, so that's you, clown. So we worked on the Goatel yesterday. So I guess I'll give y'all a video of that, and I guess I'm gonna work on it all day today. I'm almost done with the roof, but I worked all day yesterday on that, and she painted. And so I guess I will show you what we have, and hopefully I'll be done today. If not, it should be pretty much done, and I'll just have some finishing touches that I have to get knocked out. Okay, so this is where they're gonna come into the yard, but I really don't want them in the yard, but just in case they need access to the yard also, this is how I'm gonna get in there and clean. These gaps on the floor aren't going to be there. I'm going to close that in with some trim, but then their door is going to be over here. So this is how they're going to get in and out of their Goatel. And I'll probably put some beds and stuff in here so a bunch of them can get in here. And then I can run power out here and have a heat lamp during the winter. Everyone coming up to get some Texas silver love, huh? What are you doing? You're just soaking up that sun, huh? Is that your kitty? Is that your kitty? You're just sitting there beating him with your tail, huh? Quit. Hey, Zeusers. Come here, kitty. Come here. All right, fine. Athena. All right, you're trying to share or steal the show light, huh? Okay. Okay. Go play with your kitty. Okay. Y'all get too close to the camera. I can't get anything good. What, Kiki? You have food. You just want petting, huh? You just want to be petted? Huh? Is that what you want? Huh? And some loving from Dina? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've been slammed, like I've told y'all many times, but I'm working on the goat house today. I actually have the roof on there. See how it's kind of lopsided? I was using imperfect material, so my measurements are a hair bit off, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit of saw work to make sure that it fits. Some of the timbers I was using are not perfectly straight. So I think if I had had straight materials, it would have worked fine. But I'm gonna go ahead and lift the roof with this, which, like I said, this thing, I couldn't do probably a quarter of the stuff that I do without this machine. But I'm gonna go ahead and lift this end up. That is the timbers are just a hair bit too long, and I'm gonna trim it with a skill saw, and it should fit like a glove. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that done, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I'm finished. Okay, so let me show you this, what I've got. So right now I have the forks that are lifting this up so I can go ahead and get a skill saw, and I just need to shave probably about 1.5 inches going long ways off of this. That way it'll all piece together. I just measured everything off the ground. I don't know, maybe my measurements were off, but it's not by much. But the timber actually has a round edge to it, and I think that's where the mess up is, because I probably measured it to the edge of the timber. But I'm going to go ahead and trim that, and this thing should just slide right on there like a glove. All right, one more thing I have. Back when I was younger, and I guess I didn't really do a lot of this stuff, I was just wanting tools. I bought a lot of power tools that were electric, as in you plug them in. And over the years, I have definitely learned to appreciate a good battery-powered saw or battery-powered power tool, I guess I should say. I'm a big fan of DeWalt, and so I don't know. I'm sure people are going to say, you should go with Makita or whatever. I started getting DeWalt a long time ago. I was told it was good, so that's what I've stuck with. But the thing that I like is now I'm sticking with one brand, and so all the batteries are interchangeable. But I'm about to use this bad boy right here. And yeah, the plug-in ones are great if you have a shop. But really, when you're doing stuff that's remote like this, I mean, yeah, I could drag an extension cord out here, but I don't have to worry about getting the cord and the blade or anything like that. These things are just incredible in my opinion. So just consider that just a little bit of information that's free, that won't cost anything, but it's just nice to have. I guess the convenience of that, especially if you get one thing, just get an electric or a battery-powered drill. You'll thank me later. Those are the best. But anyways, okay, I'm gonna cut this. Enough about that garbage. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is on there. It was a pretty tight squeeze, and I was chipping away and cutting away at some of the boards, and I ended up just using that beast to push down on the top of it a little bit. You got probably 12,000 pounds of down pressure. So it's on there, it's pretty tight, but I'm probably still gonna find some way to bolt it down. And obviously it still needs to be painted. I'm gonna do some stuff with the inside. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and show you all what I have, and we'll go from there. Okay, so this is if I want to let them in the yard, and obviously I need to put a door here, but the main thing I want them to use is going to be this door. So this door is going to be the way in and out, and then obviously I'm going to close in these gaps. I've got some stuff that I'm going to put on the outside. Also, I'm going to put some stuff on the inside to kind of help make this thing sturdy. I've been working on this for a while, and I really need to get this video out. So this is going to be unfinished, but I just need to paint and do some last minute touch-ups. But I want to show you what I've got. But finally got the door on here. I repurposed these latches there, and I'm sorry, hinges, and then this latch I repurposed from what I had before. But I'm going to open this up and let you all see what we've got. There it is. All right. So, and this was actually an insulator for some sort of electric line. So I use that for the knob. And then I'll show you what the inside looks like. All right, so here's gonna be their ladder with their little steps, and some of my tools and stuff are in here, but they'll have this area up here that they can get on. Also, I built an area up here. I think they should be able to make that jump. They jump onto my trash can and Jeep and all sorts of fun stuff all the time, so I think they'll be able to do that. Plus, they'll have all this area, and I'll probably have to put down some sort of hay or something like that. And then I have a hook up there. I'll hang the heat lamp off of up there. And then there are other doors here, and I'll show this from the other side. Okay, so this is the main door that they would use. Obviously, I repurposed this piece of plywood here. There's a hinge that I repurposed. But so this is the door that they're generally going to use. And then I have a way, let's see if I can, so then I have a way to hook this. That way it will stay up. Okay, so here comes Bailey and Bouncer. But so that's how they'll gain access here. Hey, here they all come. Come on. There's Firecracker. Hey, Dippin' Dots. Hey, girl. Okay, so I'm gonna actually name this thing the Goatel. So hotel, but goats for goats, so Goatel. Yeah, y'all like that? I thought it was pretty slick. Anyways, beautiful day today. I think I'm just gonna probably do a little bit of more painting on it, and you'll see it in future videos. I may just, when it's all complete, I'll show that maybe on a later video. But I wanted to get this one out, and I know it's been a while. I've been working on this thing for 2-3 weeks, I think so. Something like that. But yeah, we have a really nasty storm coming, I think in a couple days, and so I needed to get this thing done. So I appreciate everyone being here. I appreciate all the shares, the likes, the comments, all the support. You guys are awesome. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And until the next time, y'all stay safe. God bless.